Hey everybody, it's Coach Mattingly, and we are now on episode 9 of Giants Talk. Unfortunately, we're coming off of our first loss of the season against the Vikings. It was not pretty, to say the least. We know what we need to fix, and glad our first loss of the season came now instead of later. We're still 6-1, 5-1 in the AFL, so still in great standings. We just need to get back on track. Our special guest, one of the two today, is Kenneth Larsen-Ledet. Kenneth, welcome back for your second time on the show now.
Yeah. Second time, yeah.
Yeah, so as we said, or I just said, sorry, the Vikings game was not a good one, to say the least. Film was a little better than maybe the game it seemed itself, but still was not overall what we were expecting. So basic, quick thoughts on Saturday. I know we've talked about it already, not much to say, but yeah, give
Yeah, I
us your
think
piece.
overall, we have a young team,
Mm,
and I think quite a few of those guys just haven't really been put in a situation
mm,
where you're playing a team that knows how to play and they'll come hit you. And once you get down a score, two scores, I think you could see in a lot of the guys' faces that they almost wore the defeat
mm.
already. And then overall, I think we just had a collective meltdown,
Mm,
people not doing their jobs and not running to the ball,
mm.
and a lot of stuff to fix.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
I definitely think on a good day, like we had against the
yeah,
Dragons, we can compete with them and
yeah,
beat
yeah.
them, no problem.
Yeah, no, I would agree. I think we played as perfect as you could against the Dragons, and then as
It's
bad
horrible.
as you
Yeah.
could the very next week. Which back-to-back games like that against our two biggest opponents is quite tough to go back-to-back. But as you said, those things happen, and they're correctable things. We just need to get it fixed before we play them again. I think it's 4 weeks, 5 weeks from now. So, yeah, but now CEFL, we got the Thonon Black Panthers from France. Your old team, the Towers, were also in it. Copenhagen. They did not
Yeah.
get past the first round, but I guess the whole thing of the CEFL international games. Maybe a recap on the Towers game before we move to
Yeah.
Thonon. Yeah.
So, in the CFL, all the teams there are able to compete.
Mm,
You got champions from every single country, and if not champions, then runner
mm,
ups or something like it. So those are always going to be tough games, and you don't always know what you're getting yourself into. As far as it's usually teams you haven't played
true.
before,
Yeah.
and yeah, I think for the Towers, they just had a generational change, a lot of new
Mm,
guys. Now having a Danish quarterback as well, they're trying to piece it all together,
yeah.
and I'm confident in a couple of years they'll be up there
Back at
competing.
it.
But
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
year wasn't their year,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
hopefully it'll be ours.
yeah, yeah. We'll see. We hope it goes our way. And now, like I said, Tonin, a lot of stuff they do offensively. Haven't dug in much defense. They're not basic, but standard defense offensively. They probably run every formation known to man. So, what are your thoughts entering the Panthers game as we take this journey on Friday morning?
Yeah, as far as formations and whatever schemes they run, I think we're pretty well prepared, considering Cody
Yeah,
does
yeah. Coach Kent's all over the place.
everything. Yeah, we just gotta pick ourselves back up
Mm,
after a tough loss, and hopefully that will get some guys motivated to
mm,
perform even better.
yeah,
And I think overall we're a solid team and
yeah, for sure.
got a shot at winning it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
Just
on
take
to
it
the
game
next
by
week.
game. Yeah.
Yeah.
You Giants fans, I know it's a long, long way. I know there's a very select few of you attending. So for those that will come out to the game, awesome. And those who can't, and probably most of you will not, make sure you tune into the live stream and support us any way you can. And Kenneth, again, thanks for being here, dude.
Thanks for having me.
Our second guest of the day is another import, Devonte Myles. Devonte, welcome back. You were just here a few weeks ago, and you were so good. We decided to bring you for episode 2. So,
Thanks for having me.
yeah, of course, man. So, as we talked with Kenneth, Vikings game wasn't pretty. I guess quick rundown before we move on and get it out of our heads. So,
Yeah, I would agree with Kenneth said. A lot of things that they showed us early, they were just bringing high intensity, high
mm-hmm.
energy, and they got on us pretty early. And I think we didn't match that energy until the second half,
Correct.
and it was kind of too late by then.
Yeah, yeah.
But they're a really good team, and so are we. And I think the next time we meet up with them, it'll be a really good game.
Yeah, no, for sure. We'll play in Graz. We'll be more than prepared. Of course, they'll be ready as they always are. So it should be a really good game again once we get there. But yeah, so as you said when we interviewed you first time in Europe, coming to Austria. Now we have a lovely 15-hour bus ride to France. But now you, as your first time in Europe, you kind of get a different experience than most imports. You get to play a international game in another country. So how is that kind of feeling of being in the next round of the tournament, coming to Europe and thinking, okay, I might just play some games in Austria to now knowing I'm going to play a champion from a completely different country?
Yeah, it's definitely a great experience. First time in Europe, obviously. I'm getting to travel to different countries, different cities, play a lot of different teams with a lot of different talents. So I think it's pretty awesome that I get this opportunity.
Yeah, no, I think it's going to be great for everybody. It will be a really good environment. I think they get around 3,000 people a game. So for Europe standards, that's pretty big time. In some small colleges, it's even way more than that. So should be a pretty cool atmosphere. And I guess one last question would be, what's going to be your snack or drink of choice on this 15-hour bus ride as we trek along? Not too many stops, so 2 or 3 maybe. So what are we going to be snacking on entering this this journey?
There's an actual spot in the city, Bowls and Pots, I believe.
Okay,
so I think I might grab like 2 or 3 of them just for the road.
Okay,
that's gonna be my little go-to snack. But in between, maybe like I'm an oatmeal cookie guy. So maybe some oatmeal cookies or something like that.
Okay.
And I'm pretty simple. Call it a day.
Nice. Yeah, we'll make sure we get a microwave on the bus too. I'm bringing one also just in case, and we'll get it going. But yeah, thanks for being here, Devonte, and
Thank you.
Giants Nation. Like I said, if you guys can come support, it would be awesome. If not, tune into the live stream for the CEFL quarterfinal against the Thonon Black Panthers, and we'll try to get back on the winning track and go 7-1 overall and 2-0 in the CEFL. Go Giants.